I'm Leah Gabrielle with the Patriot Report, your top national security headlines. For all you patriots, this is for you. Secretary of State John Kerry is back in Boston for surgery today. If you remember, he broke his leg last Sunday during a bike ride in Switzerland. Two things you'll miss over the next few days. One, those ongoing nuclear negotiations with Iran, kind of important. And you'll also miss a meeting in Paris today where ministers of 60 coalition nations will plan strategy to combat ISIS, also known as ISIL or as the Islamic State, which is what they like to be called because they want us to think of them as a state. Well, before undergoing surgery, Kerry takes part in the Paris conference by phone. The discussions will include relaunching stalled peace talks in Syria, efforts to make Iraq's government more inclusive, and how to tackle the problem of foreign fighters joining the Islamic State. Well, the State Department is sending a deputy in the Secretary's place. And as for those bike rides, those of us who serve in the military, we call it PT, short for physical training. Little daily PT makes us better at what we do. So good on Secretary for getting them in. Now let's hope he's back up and riding soon. Meantime, check this out. New video from Iraq allegedly showing its fighter planes bombing ISIS targets near Ramadi. The key city was captured by the Islamic fighters last month. Well, the next time you see a plane flying low, could be me in a little Cessna. Now I promise I won't be spying on you, but the feds might be. The Associated Press reports the FBI is operating scores of low-flying planes across the country. They carry video and sometimes cell phone surveillance equipment. An FBI spokesman says the planes are not being used for bulk collection or mass surveillance, but for specific ongoing investigations. Maybe makes you feel a little uncomfortable, huh? But keep in mind, two of those places that the planes were flying over, one a major airport and another a major mall that's been threatened before, places terrorists just love to target. So my take, FBI, if you don't want the Associated Press blowing your cover, you gotta up those spy tactics we call tradecraft. Now remember that Malaysian Airlines passenger plane that crashed in Ukraine last summer, killing all 298 people on board? Well, Ukraine and some Western nations suspect that it was brought down by a Russian surface-to-air missile fired by Russian soldiers or separatist rebels. Well, Russia denies that. And now the maker of the Buk air defense missile system says the plane was shot down by an older version of the missile that's no longer used by the Russian military. The Russians say Ukraine still has them in its arsenals. Now keep in mind, the company saying this is the Russian state-controlled company. Finally, this is special. Two American World War I heroes will get the recognition they were denied because of discrimination. At a White House ceremony, they will be awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor for heroism on the battlefield almost 100 years ago. Sergeant William Shemin, seen here on the far left, pulled wounded comrades to safety during a bloody 3-day battle. It's believed he was denied the Medal of Honor because of anti-Semitism. And Private Henry Johnson, seen standing here in a vehicle during a parade for the Harlem Hellfighters in 1919, single-handedly rescued a wounded soldier from his all-black regiment while fighting off a German attack. It's believed he was denied the Medal of Honor because of his race. Johnson was crippled by wartime injuries and died a destitute alcoholic at a veterans hospital in 1929. Shemin suffered from shrapnel wounds, but he earned a degree from Syracuse University and he started a nursery business. He died in 1973. For all you patriots, we want to hear from you. So give us your take on today's stories using the hashtag Patriot Report and follow me on Twitter @LeahFoxNews. Thanks for watching. I'm Leah Gabrielle.